Okay, so we're working on the 12th here. It is post time, and they're lining in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate and upstairs for the race call with Vance Cameron.
Check your source. Fernhill Gusto, Soul Assassin. Woodmere Denver, all the way to Cardigan. JJ Xavier, Roll with Hottie Toddy, top of the stretch. It's the third and final division of the Home Hardware Maritime Breeders 3-year-old Colt Pacers. Post time. Rough and pacing. Soul Assassin's the first one out. Fernhill Gusto is second, all the way to Cardigan third. Way wide fourth is JJ Xavier. Rounding the turn to fifth and the outside as they race to the backstretch, going to the opening quarter. And up the rail, Fernhill Gusto and Mark Campbell the leader. Second, that Soul Assassin. Racing from third is all the way to Cardigan. Then fourth on the outside, JJ Xavier. Racing from fifth towards the rail is Woodmere Denver. Now in sixth, that is Roll with Hottie Toddy. And trailing the field, check your source, 28. And 1 was the quarter. Fernhill Gusto in line to Mark Campbell, the leader. All the way to Cardigan second. In a whole heap of trouble, Soul Assassin is caught out third. Moving up fourth on the outside is JJ Xavier. On the rail fifth, that is Woodmere Denver. Then in sixth, Roll with Hottie Toddy. Trailing the field, that is Check Your Source. Halfway home in the 12th, and it's Fernhill Gusto, the midway point leader, in 57 seconds flat. Rounding the paddock turn for time two. At the 5/8, the leader, Fernhill Gusto. All the way to Cardigan is second. Soul Assassin from the outside. Out all the way third. Coming 3 wide, fourth, JJ Xavier. On the cones, Woodmere Denver has nowhere to go fifth. Roll with Hottie Toddy sixth. Check Your Source seventh, 3/4 in 1:26 and 3 on the turn of the second and final time, down to an 1/8 of a mile to go. Fernhill Gusto coming home, all the way to Cardigan is second. Woodmere Denver now third, deep in the stretch. Fernhill Gusto all the way to Cardigan. Fernhill Gusto and Mark Campbell in the Maritime Breeders all the way to Cardigan second. Woodmere Denver third, 1:54.4.
Well, we did say it in the pre-race here, and here's a look at the Universal Media slow-mo. If there was any horse that could pull off a minor upset here tonight, and he did it in fine style, is Fernhill Gusto. Set off at 2-1 odds. Campbell had him right on the point here tonight. All the way to Cardigan, had to go with different tactics this week as he drew outside. They get the victory.
Yeah, you were right on it, Lee. You said he could pull the minor upset, and he did here tonight. Fernhill Gusto, great drive by Mark, 28-1. Miles had to sit in the 2-hole with all the way to Cardigan, 57. Past the half, Mark still the boss, 126-3, and they're going to decide it in the stretch here late. Mark on the inside with the 2, Fernhill Gusto. Here comes all the way to Cardigan, reaching up at the very end, but he can't quite get there as Fernhill Gusto digs in late and fends off the 5 all the way to Cardigan to get it done. 1:54.4 for Fernhill Gusto and Campbell in the Home Hardware Maritime Breeders 3-year-old Colts at Red Shores.
Fernhill Gusto arriving at the 12th race, winner's circle. Bay pacing called 3 by Stonebridge Terror. Off the Willowbird Dam, Helen O'Grace. Owned by Greyland Farm of Gulf Shore, Nova Scotia. Trained and driven to victory by Mark Campbell. The colt bred by Brian McLeod of Truro, Nova Scotia. He'll pace to a new race win record tonight of 154 and 4. Fernhill Gusto in the Home Hardware Maritime Breeders 3-year-old colt pacers.